Hi, my name is Maite, and I'm going to talk about how does schizophrenia affects the brain. Did you know that people used to believe that schizophrenia was not a mental illness but a demonic possession? Mental illnesses have been underappreciated over the years. The reason why is because there were not enough information about mental health, and schizophrenia was not the exception. Now, years later, thanks to research, we know what it is and which areas of the brain are affected by schizophrenia. And this is the topic I'm going to talk about. You don't need this, but it might be important as a background if you don't know this illness. Uh, it was believed that schizophrenia only affected young people and that it was just a disease that ended up as a chronic insanity. And as I mentioned before, people used to believe that it was a demonic possession. This is the reason why doctors didn't try to research about this, and there were not information until years later, in 1911, when Eugene Blair started to research about this, and he found out information that helped to develop actual theories. Actually, he was the one that named this disease schizophrenia. Thanks to research, now we know that schizophrenia affects the temporal lobe, the frontal lobe, the caudate, and the hippocampus. As a result, we don't produce enough serotonin, which regulates the body temperature, the appetite, and the mood. And there is also a lack of dopamine, which helps us to sleep, to learn, and to have a good mood, among other functions. Also, people start to have diverse symptoms as hallucinations, strange behavior, apathy, depression, and so on. How I see it, there's still a long way to find information about schizophrenia, because it is not as a cult that you know there is these specific symptoms and your body show it in this way. It is way more complicated, but I think it is important that we know about this, even though if it's a little, just to be good persons and to have empathy with others.